You are listening to part 14A of the podcast series, 15 Laws of Growth.
Law number 14, the law of expansion. I love this law. Growth always increases our capacity. Nike said there is no finish line. Now, I don't want you to read on. I want to talk to you just for a moment, just from my heart, just for 30 seconds, and then we will move on. This law, the law of expansion, growth always increases our capacity. When I started in 1972, 73, when I started my personal growth plan, I had no sense of what it was going to do for me. So listen to me carefully. I thought I was going to grow. I thought I'm going to get this growth plan and I'm going to learn some things and I'll develop those areas and and I'll just get better and I'll grow. But I thought there'll be a time when I graduate. I mean, in other words, okay, I got that. I've got these things down now. And is there anything else in life I need to do? And what I had no idea is I had no idea what it would do on the inside of me. I didn't know what it would do for my soul. I didn't know what it would do to my mind. I knew that I was going to grow, but I didn't have any idea that it would not only begin to stretch me in all areas of my life, but what I didn't realize is that when I got stretched, one of the things you have to understand is once you really truly get stretched, you are never content to go back. It creates within you a total dissatisfaction to return to the good old days. Now, by the way, I value the good old days. There were some wonderful things in my heritage that I'm very grateful for, but I have no desire to go back. There's something about increasing your capacity that not only causes you not to want to turn around and look back, but what surprised me that I didn't know, and this is the law of expansion, is that when I increased my capacity, I had this thought that when I increased my capacity, I would get it to a certain level and I'd say, I'm at capacity. What I didn't have any clue is that you aren't at capacity. You can't get to capacity. That as you go out there, there's still more growth for you. And in other words, I kind of thought there's a day when I will grow as big as I can grow. There's a day when I'll stretch as much as I can stretch, and I'll be growing and I'll be stretched. And what I didn't realize is when I got there, I discovered there's more stretching room, there's more growing room, that you never run out of capacity as long as you're stretching and expanding. The great surprise about growing is the capacity to grow more. You don't tap it out, you don't arrive, you don't say done, finished. This is what's so exciting to me. And this is what I think allows people to live till they die. I think once they understand this, they just say, hey, there's still much more to learn. There's still so much more to grow. I've got a way yet. And I think that's the great thing about being in a growth plan is once you fall in love with growing, you never have to stop. You never arrive. You never graduate. You never peak. You just still keep growing. Experts usually agree that people typically use only 10% of their true potential. That statement is staggering, that 10% statement. If that's true, the average person has big odds for improvement. The odds for expansion are very high, 90%. How can we miss? We're not looking for 10% having developed 90% of our potential. We're looking at 90%. We're not almost there. We barely arrived. We barely started. We possess hundreds of acres of possibilities, but we keep only 1/2 acre under cultivation. The question is, how do we tap the 90% potential number? And the answer is found in changing. I love this part of the book. I love this part of the teaching because I believe this. I remember writing this book, part of the book, just spending probably 2 days making sure I nailed this down. Because when I tell you that you can start working on that 90% of potential, I got to have some integrity. I kept asking myself, how does a person get there?